Question is, a stone is projected from a point O on a horizontal ground with a speed u meter per second at an angle of theta over the horizontal, where sine of theta is given as 3/5. The stone is at its highest point when it has traveled a horizontal distance of 19.2 meter. So first we are going to find the value of u. This is the first part. After passing through its highest point, the stone strikes a vertical wall at a point 4 meter above the ground. Based on this information, we are going to find out B. Find the horizontal distance between O and the wall. And the third is given as that at the instant when the stone hits the wall, the horizontal component of the stone velocity is halved in its magnitude and reversed in direction. The vertical component of the stone velocity does not change as a result of stone hitting the wall. So based on this information, we are going to find out C, which states that find the distance from the wall of the point where the stone reaches the ground, taking G as 10. So first we are going to draw the figure based on the given information. It is given that from a point O, a stone is thrown and there is a wall. Now this stone is projected with a horizontal velocity of u, and let us suppose it strikes the wall at point P. This is the angle theta and it is projected with a velocity u. Let the highest point is A, and this is the projection of the highest point on the ground. This distance is given as 19.2 meters. After striking the wall, let us suppose it strikes the ground at point Q, and this distance is given as x prime, and this total distance is given as x. The point where the stone strikes the wall from the ground is given as 4 meters. So this is given as 4 meter. And we are given that sine of theta is equal to 3/5. We can say that in horizontal direction, we are going to have the component of velocity as u cos of theta, and in vertical direction we are going to have u sine of theta. So from this we can write that cos of theta will be equal to 4/5, and acceleration in y direction will be equal to minus g, where g is to be taken as 10. So first of all, we know that if R is the range of the stone, R is the range of the stone, basically it means that if the stone does not hit the wall, then let us suppose it strikes at this Q prime, and this R will be from O to Q prime. So it means that the R will be nothing but the distance OQ prime. Now we already know that the formula for the range will be equal to u square sine 2 theta divided by g, and as A is the highest point, so we can say that OQ prime will be equal to twice of OB. It means this will be equal to range, and OB is given as 19.2, so range will be equal to 2 into 19.2 meters. So substituting these values, we get 2 into 19.2 is equal to u square sine 2 theta can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta divided by g. So from here, if you put all the values, we can find out the value of u as it will be coming as 20 meter per second. Okay, so let us assume that let in time t, stone hits the wall. That in time t the stone hits the wall, so the vertical distance traveled by the stone in this case, so we can say that vertical distance traveled by stone. So we can say that S of y will be equal to u by t plus 1/2 a by t square. And we already know that the vertical distance which it is going to hit is given is 4. So we can substitute the values. We had 4 is equal to u of y will be equal to u cos of theta multiplied by t minus 1/2 g t square. So we get 4 is equal to u already we know is 20, cos theta we already know is 4 upon 5 minus 1/2 multiplied by t minus into 10 multiplied by t square. So this will be coming as a quadratic, so we can write as 5 t square minus 12t plus 4 is equal to 0. So we are going to have value of t as 0.4 and value of t, two value of t, that is another will be 2 seconds and this will be 0.4 seconds. So we are going to take first value. We say that in t is equal to 2 seconds, the stone hits the wall. Stone hit the wall. So we can say that distance, or rather we can say horizontal distance traveled by stone in t is equal to 2 seconds, and we already defined that this distance is x. We can say that horizontal distance x will be equal to horizontal velocity, that is ux multiplied by time t. We can write that u cos of theta into t. This will u cos u is coming as 20. This is 4 upon 5 into time is 2 seconds. So x will be equal to 32 meters. Next, we are going to find out the horizontal component of the final velocity. And in the question it is given that it's mentioned that the horizontal component of the velocity is given that the horizontal component of the velocity is halved. Horizontal component of the stone velocity is halved in magnitude and reverse in direction. So we can say that the horizontal component of the velocity after hitting the wall. Horizontal component of velocity after hitting the wall. After hitting the wall. So let us call this as Vx. This is equal to half of Ux. So we can say that half of U cos of theta. If we put the values, we get 1/2. U is 20, cos of theta is 4/5. So Vx will be equal to 8 meter per second. So now in time t is equal to 0.3 seconds. So we can say that this time is taken by the stone for its vertical motion. So it means during this time the stone will be at a height of 4 meters. So vertical motion means the amount of distance traversed in 4 seconds in vertical direction. So that is nothing but our 4 meters. Or in simpler terms, we can say that this is the time taken by the stone to reach ground after striking the wall, after hitting the wall, rather we can say hitting the wall. So basically it means if this is the wall and it strikes at this point, so we can say that in time t is equal to 0.3 seconds, this is equal to the vertical distance, that is 4 meters, and it comes back to the ground hitting at this point. So we can say that in time is equal to 0.3 seconds will be the time taken by the stone to come back to the ground after hitting the ball. So we can say that, and this distance we have taken as x prime. So horizontal distance after striking the wall is x prime, which is equal to Vx multiplied by t, and Vx we already know is given by 8 meter per second, time is 0.3 seconds. So x prime will be equal to time is 0.4, sorry, my mistake, this is 0.4, so this comes as 3.2 meters. This completes our all the parts. Thank you.